What is up, metalheads? What is up? It is Heavy Metal Pokemon here, bringing you our week 4. 5? 4. We're on 4. Week 4 of the IBL. That's the International Battling League. We're going against JB Game. I don't remember who we're going against. We're going against the other Colorado team. We're going against the Colorado Bouffalants and their coach JB. So we're hoping to get a win here. We definitely need one after the last two. So you know, yeah, we're in for a need for a win. So let's take a look at his team. He had the option to bring Mega Scizor, Tapu Fini, Shaman, Incineroar, Z Dragonite, Mesprit, Nidoking, Z Licky, Primeape, and Raichu. So because of that Primeape, I chose not to bring my Intimidator, just because I didn't want him to get that Defiant boost and then just Choice Scarf punch me in the face. That really hurts. As you know, our team is Tapu Koko, Arcanine, Hawlucha, Persian, Mega Aggron, Jellicent, Claydol, Z Lycanroc Day, Zygarde 10%, and Z Glaceon, and plus Roselia. Alright, so the team that we brought a Taunt, Knockoff, Parting Shot, believe Foul Play, I don't remember the last move, on Persian. We have Hail, Aurora Veil, Blizzard, and Baton Pass. Glaceon, just get up the Veil and run away. We have a Mega Aggron, Heavy Slam, EQ, Stealth Rocks, and something else. We have Choice Scarf, Zygarde with 1,000 Arrows, Earthquake, Outrage, and Extreme Speed. And then we have Claydol with Earth Power, Psychic, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. And last but not least, we have Tapu Koko, and I don't remember my Tapu Koko set. See, do I have it here? I do have it. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up right here. Here we go. Dazzling Gleam, Taunt, Volt Switch, and Hidden Power Fire. So that is our team. Let's get right into the battle, guys. Be sure to check out the question of the day down below. What is your favorite core to use in, draft league format? Me, I'm not liking Tapu Koko, Hawlucha. That's just because I'm bad. But is that your favorite core? Is it Tapu Lucha? Or any other kind of cores? I don't know what's out there. All right, so I'm gonna lead out with my Alolan Persian here. He's going to lead out with his Raichu. So I'm going to go ahead and click Knockoff just to get rid of this thing's item. He goes for the Focus Blast and he hits it. So that's unfort. He doesn't get the KO, which is great. We live on 2. So we're going to go ahead and knock that thing's Choice Scarf off. We're going to get a little bit of leftovers back, which is nice. Get a little bit of that HP. We're going to go ahead and Parting Shot here. I figured now he's going to Volt Switch. He doesn't want to test his luck again with Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, some sort of attack here. So we're going to go out and Degrade again. And he's going to try and Volt Switch. Boop. That's going to block him. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up my Stealth Rocks because he's going to Hard Switch, unless he had Surf. But I was taking that. So he's going to go right out into his Feels Shaman. And that's perfectly okay as we get up our rocks. Alright, so I'm going to switch out here. I don't want to be Seed Flared, so that really hurts me. I'm going to go out into this. I could take the Seed Flare. He could potentially miss. He's going to go for the Leech Seed, though. Now, I'm going to guess he's going to, since I brought this out, he's going to fear that I do have the Brave Bird, which is a solid play by me, if I must say so. So he's going to switch out, and I'm going to predict that switch into the Raichu. And I'm going to give him a Dazzling Gleam to the face. This is really good. Really nice start for us with that prediction. So now I can Volt Switch all over his team. I outspeed his whole team. which is super great. And yeah, it's the only thing I really need is that volt switch. So we'll go ahead and volt switch. That Licky takes a ton. Now he's going to go for the Earthquake here as I go into my Blue Eyes, my Mega Aggron. At this point in time, I am 4 times weak, but I'm an Aggron. This is a Licky, but he gets a crit. So that really hurts, that crit. We would have been at a much better health, and getting up here, we'd have been in a much better position, I think. And definitely could have had this for later in the game for the Shaman or something. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to wish. I'm going to heavy slam, you know, stab. I figured that would be the best way to go. Apparently not. Licky is a fat lard. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to Earthquake. We're going to take that quite well with the filter ability. It's going to do that much. We are going to Earthquake. Now, had I just Earthquake twice, this would have been gone, and I'd have been, and he knocked out that crit, I'd have been in a super good spot, but no. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Earthquake again. My terrain's going to go away. That's perfectly fine. I'm just going to go ahead and Earthquake again. This thing is now useless to me because it is weak. He's going to Earthquake, and he's going to take me out, which is... that's fine. It's unfortunate that he got that crit right there, but, you know, sometimes Pokemon just wants to be mean to you. Alright, so we're going to go on to Kokohana. He's in Volt Switch range every day, all day. Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and leave us in here. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and Volt Switch. Burp. So he knows I am not choice locked, which is good. But he does not know what item I am. I am the Flame Plate for the boosted hidden powers, so that's kind of cool. He's gonna go ahead and send out Spike his Lycanroc Dusk, and I'm gonna be like, nope. So I'm gonna go out and grade again. I can take the Accel Rock here. Really solid, so that works for me. He's gonna go ahead and Accel Rock. Boop. We'll eat that up. Get our leftovers. I'm gonna go ahead and click Psychic here just to get some damage on something. There we go. So here I'm going to switch back into my Tapu Koko. Said it's okay, or no, I go into my Glaceon here. I forgot. I go to the Glaceon. I go to the Glaceon here because I know he's going to Giga Drain. I don't want him to get that much health. This thing is pretty cool. And we can set up the Hail here and get up our Veil and get going. So he's going to send out his Aquafini. That's the Tapu Fini. He's going to go ahead and he's going to defog these rocks away after I set up my Hail here. So that's nice. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get our Ice Body on. So that way we can get some nice HP back, because we are the Light Clay for the extended Veils, which is nice. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to defog. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind that he has the defog. It gives me a free switch if he chooses to go for defog again. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up the Veil, which that's really nice. Whoops, bump my pop filter. So we get our Ice Body again. So here I'm going to go for the Baton Pass, because this thing doesn't get freeze dry. If it got freeze dry, I'd have been more inclined to attack, but he goes for the Nature's Madness. You know, weaken me. That's perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and we'll just Baton Pass right into our Tapu Koko. Because that Tapu Koko puts so much pressure on him now that Raichu is gone. It's super nice. Because we can just Volt Switch all over his team and then get a more favorable matchup. Because especially he doesn't want this to stay in here. For fear of like a T-Bolt or something like that. So as expected, he's going to go ahead and switch out. He's going to go into the field Shaman. That's perfectly fine. We're going to go right out in the Volt Switch. Now, maybe here I should have gone to the Glaceon. I could have Blizzard this thing or something like that. But I go into the Cyrus. I make a few bad plays here. I maybe should have knocked off or done something else. Like I said, gone into the Glaceon, but I taunt. I didn't want him to leech seed or any of that stuff, so Dazzling Gleams takes me out. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly okay with this. So we go on to the Tapu Koko. I'm gonna show off my Hidden Power Fire. I'm kind of done with this thing. So we're gonna Hidden Power Fire it. Boop. That gets it right into a nice range for Earthquake. I believe it's still in range for an Earthquake. Right there. So he's gonna go out into the Tapu Fini. I'm gonna Hidden Power the Fire. Still, just kind of attack what's in front of me. Don't need to make that prediction, especially since we wanted to get rid of that Shaman. So we're gonna Volt Switch here. Bloop. Does a chunk. Switch out here. We're gonna go into our Span again. Because the Veil is about to wear off. He's going to go ahead and Moonblast, which is perfectly fine. If you got this attack drop, that's perfectly fine. I haven't had a chance to click Blizzard all game, so perfectly okay with that. He's going to go for Surf just to see if that does more. Doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and set up the Hail because we are behind that Veil, so... I don't know if he thought he defogged it away last time or what, so maybe that's kind of where his misconception was. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to set it up again. Because, like I said, it's about to wear off. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to Moonblast. I am thick, so I'm going to take that. We're going to live. We'll set it up. Here he's got a bunch of options. He can kill me, he can defog, he can do whatever. Either way, it's a free switch to Koko. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to defog, which is really nice. Take away my Veil. That's okay, that sucks, but I might be able to get it up again. I might not. So we'll go out into Tapu Koko here. We're going to set up our Surge here. We're going to take a little bit of hail damage. We're in a really good spot here with this. So we'll go ahead and we'll Volt Switch. Boop, this will take out this Tapu Fini. So now we don't have to worry about that terrain being up anymore. And that was a big concern. Why I didn't bring the what's it called? The Hawlucha. I figured there'd be a lot of terrain war, so I figured he'd play that really aggressively if I brought it, causing the stuff. So alright, causing me not to be able to have my seed and stuff. Now I could have gone Misty Seed, I don't know, some things I should have thought about. He's gonna go for the Cell Rock here. I'm like, it's time. I'm in a really good spot that I can just Earthquake everything and take it all out. Now, had I had rocks up here again, had I put up rocks at another point, I'd have been in a really good spot right here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna Earthquake, and we're gonna miss the KO by a tick. It was right in range, and then he gets this off. And for the second week, the season, We miss out on the KO, and he gets the recovery off. And so now, I don't have a chance to pull it back. I have a chance to pull it back. I'm going to do this here. He's going to synthesis. I'm going to go ahead and put up some rocks for the Incineroar he has in the back. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to Giga Drain. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, I'll put up the rocks. Leftovers recovery. It should be a 4-shot, so I should be able to get a couple attacks here. He's going to go ahead and he's going to Giga Drain again. That's perfectly fine. We're going to Psychic. We get the clutch needed Spadef drop. Alright, so we should be in range for, we should be able to take one more. But no, he gets the roll. I don't get a roll, he gets a roll. That really sucks. Alright, so I'm going to go out into Tapu Koko here. And I'm like, okay, I don't want this thing to Leech Seed. I don't want it to Synthesis. So what do? I click Taunt. I should have just gone for the attack, but then at the same time, you know, I didn't want him to Synthesis. Had I attacked, he could have Synthesis, you know. I don't know what I was thinking. My hidden powers have more PP than his Synthesis. I should have just clicked it twice right there. And then I could have been at a really good range. So we have to go out into Airbud. We cannot KO this thing with one hit because we can't. So he Dazzling Gleams here. We luckily live, so we do make this a 1-0. Outrage here. He will go down to it. That's super duper nice. We do get the 3-turn, which is cool, so we don't have to worry about hitting ourselves in the face as a loss, I guess. He's going to go out into this finally. Going to take that damage. So we broke that sash if he has one. Here we go. Super duper crit. Now we don't get a super duper crit. We don't get nothing. We just get that and then a Darkest Lariat for the L. And that's the game. Now I should have maybe just outraged instead of clicking the Earthquake, but the Earthquake took on most of his team, and I didn't want to take like a Darkest Lariat or a Ice. You know, I didn't want to be locked in, and then he comes in. So to me, the Earthquake was the play. He was in range. And I missed. I missed out on the K. I missed. I got low rolled. So that really sucks. I think I had a really good team for this week. I think I played very excellent, except at the end. I could have brought it back I could have brought it back a couple of times. I could have done a little bit more a couple of times. I just played it bad, and that cost us a huge, I think we were up 4-0 at that point, where we could have won, or we were 3-0, so we could have had a big win, and that low roll really cost me. That low roll was the L. Was the game going, you're not winning today. We could have been in a better spot for that had we clicked knockoff and got that damage. So, maybe that's my fault. I should have clicked knockoff instead. So that's the game. We fought 1-3. after this week, and next week we're facing FlameHorizon and his slow Trick Room team with Mega Camel, Landorus, and some other fun guys. So be sure to stick around for that, and hopefully we can get a win, and hopefully me and the front office guys can build a nice team that can take on that. So yeah, all right. But as always, bros, keep gaming.
You're a memory I can't lose. I'll hold on to you.